What's up, guys? Today we're back with the Vita Carnis documentaries, and currently we're on the sixth one, and there's way more. But, anyways, let's just get into it. So far, the series has been very good. Can't wait to get
The host of influence.
more.
The host of influence, more commonly referred to as the host, has
Jeez.
its name derived from a host who invites guests to an event. Not to be confused with a host, a harborer of parasites or disease. The host is a semi-humanoid looking organism. It has the
Honestly, if I saw that just on like a daily stroll, I would probably I don't even know. That's just like horrifying to see. Just something with arms. Is it just like stuck in the floor? It kind of looks like a plant, it has like roots.
structure of a head, torso, and arms. Other than this, it shares no other characteristics. The lower half of the host is comprised of a mass of fibrous tissue and tendrils that burrow into the ground to hold the host in place. Instead of
Now, what if it
skin,
didn't have
the
those
host is covered in
instead of
muscular tissue fibers,
just legs?
tendons, and veins. In some parts of the body are covered in a meaty plate, used to cover any large exposed areas, but allowing movement. The host's head has a smooth surface where the face should be, attached to a crooked neck.
So, does it like eat you, or does it do like the harvester, where it like paralyzes you and like turns you into nutrients? Does it do that? That's crazy.
Which houses a slit in the front used for feeding.
Oh, I was not reading. Mouth. Alright, this is the mouth. Wow. That's where its neck is too.
On the host's back is a mound of pores. Protruding from these pores are hollow, hair-like structures, extending outwards. These hairs are barrels
I
that
can barely
release
read
spores
this.
produced within host's body by being fired into the air. These spores are hazardous, so keep clear of them at all costs. Luckily, the
Whoa, what was that?
keep clear of them at all costs.
Whoa. Is that like a meat snake? Looks like a meat snake. Anyways, what is the Vita Carnis trying to evolve into? Because this is a plant, it was a plant, then it became like a worm, and then it became a mimic, and now it's a plant and a mimic, basically. Is it just going back into a plant? It's just very confusing.
Luckily, the host is rare,
Oh
only
wait, there's
found in
another
food
one.
at all costs. These spores are
Hold on,
hazardous,
I can get
so
it.
keep clear of them at all costs.
Ooh, what is that? Looks like a window, possibly. Something that has three hands, maybe a humanoid body. I'm not sure.
Luckily, the host is rare, only found in North America.
Oh, jeez.
Obtaining info about the host is a very risky.
Wait, so is that where it's like? Is this where it like began? I mean, how does it even travel? Like, how does it travel from over here? Unless it's like something that's like inside the earth, like beneath the ocean stuff. It doesn't make sense right now, but it might make sense later on. But let's just get into it. And what is that white spot? There's nothing else white except for right there. I wonder if
Obtaining
that's
info about
something
the
later
host is a
on.
very risky and daunting task. This is because of their rarity and of how dangerous it is to be
How does
up
it
close
lure
to
you
one.
in anyway?
The spores released by a host is very dangerous when inhaled. A host will release a cloud of spores into the air, which will be picked up by wind and carried great distances. If an organism inhales the spores, the particles will find their way into the organism's brain and infect them. An infected organism will show no symptoms of infection right away, but a couple hours after infection the infected organism's behavior and thought process will change. The first symptoms that appear
It's
are
kind of green like a plant.
restlessness, sluggish movement, numbness of joints, and lack of coordination. Then more serious symptoms appear over time. These include dizziness, migraines, impaired speech, and trembles. If you, or someone you know show these symptoms,
Why did it
contact
get all
poison
dark?
control or emergency services. After a total of 6 to 7 hours after infection, the organism will cease all activities they were previously doing
I
and
saw
begin to
that.
walk. The
Whoa.
direction the infected will walk is towards the host whose spores have
Oh,
been
so
inhaled by
yeah,
the infected individual.
that's what I was thinking it would do.
If the infected makes their way to the host, they will kneel down in front of it, expose their vital organs, and the host will promptly gut and remove those organs.
Jeez. All I hear is that bass, and it's like, oh, that's horrifying.
The host
I mean, oh, jeez. Is there like anything you can do? Like, probably, like have a family member nearby to like help you.
will consume them and discard the leftover scraps. However, if an infected organism doesn't reach the host within a 36-hour span or is treated for their infection, the effects will wear off and return back to
All
normal.
right.
If a host is unable to find prey or doesn't like its current location, it will unroot itself and move to a
It can unroot itself. So could it technically go into a populated area? I mean, that's probably what it does anyway. It may not. So could it technically just walk towards you, release its spores? That doesn't really make that much sense because
new
it takes some
location.
time for the
Their
effects to
scarce
like go
numbers and the
in.
hazard of being around one makes getting info about the host very daunting. All you need to currently know is that the host is extremely dangerous and should be avoided at all costs. Next, the monoliths.
What? All right, let's look at this tree. I don't know if this is like how it's. I don't even know if this is evolving or it's just spitting out different creatures. But first, we have one of these, a plant. Then we have like I don't know, hamster, and then we have a meat snake, and now we have a humanoid mimic. And apparently, it just went back to a plant, and now it's like in between a plant and a mimic, or not with the mimics. It's like a humanoid plant. Now we just have whatever this is. Is that wings? Anyways, let's get into the next video. All right, next video. You guys have any theories? I'd love to know them because
The
Vita Carnis
monoliths.
is very confusing.
The monolith is a very the
Dude, those do not look like wings. Maybe it's like a support beam. It's like, I don't know. It looks like it might connect into the floor. It has no face. Or that's a mouth. I'm not sure. Let's
monoliths.
just get into it.
The monolith is a very new creature, only showing up in June of 1972 in the area of.
Jeez, that's how far back
There
we
are
are.
only 7 monoliths, all of them located in a circular position, 1.5 kilometers in
Oh, jeez,
diameter.
it's like a
This
bowl.
ring of monoliths surrounds.
Ah, yes. I
The
love
monolith is a
ring.
Titanic-sized being, measuring roughly 120 meters in height. Each
Jeez.
monolith has 2 trunk
Oh,
legs that are.
I'm not very, I don't really know how big these are, before, but now I do. Just look at that. These are
Are
just
firmly
legs.
embedded underground. The legs connect to a torso. The creature itself is made of hundreds of thousands of meaty
It does not
strands,
have a face.
tightly woven together to form the structure. These strands end at the neck, fusing into a solid mass of hardened flesh in the shape of an upside-down triangle, with a hole in its center. On each side of the monolith where arms would be, there are dozens of long, rope-like appendages. These reach just barely
How
to
does
the
it
ground.
hunt?
At the creature's feet, the strands go deep into the earth and extend horizontally a decent distance away. What the monoliths do is simply stand and do nothing. The only
Oh,
activity documented that the monoliths have done was in
no idea what they're talking about, but it doesn't seem like it hunts. It might just get nutrients from the floor or the ground. So maybe that's why it looked dead around the feet. But let's just continue.
during this period. They were extremely aggressive. When the group of were making their way to the
Well,
city, the
they were
monolith that they
aggressive.
had passes roared a deep bellow and swung its appendages at the team, completely wiping them out. When military vehicles
Let's
were
continue
dispatched,
first.
once they got close enough top the monolith, it roared another call, this time releasing an EMP blast, completely knocking the vehicles out in the vicinity. Finally, long-distance rockets were fired and struck the creature.
Ooh. Whoa.
Although
Oh.
damaged, it regenerated at great speed and resumed its
Oh.
stance unscathed.
So this is a very powerful creature from the looks of it and what ability it has. It has EMP, ability regeneration, and it can attack you. It's not very, you know, it's not very weak. Because it like attacked many vehicles at once with the EMP blast, and then it withstood a rocket. Wow. All right, let's get back into it.
Eventually, the area has been fenced off and is now restricted to all. Ever since, the monoliths stand silently, now only a grand spectacle of awe and mystery.
How did it even grow? Like, I don't think this would have just popped up out of nowhere. They probably researched it while it was growing, and that's why it's still alive. I mean, I don't think they kill new creatures.
Only adding more questions to these meat beings. And finally, the last creature on this list is
Oh,
marvelous.
hold on.
Creature on this list is
Okay, those kind of look like wizards. I cannot read that. Looks like wizards, snow people, thin arms. They continue to argue about the prince. That's the only thing I see. Oh, that was like the prince, the one with that fell into the water. Forgot what episode, but there's a long way.
marvelous and majestic world that exists today. It's as extraordinary to have such strange and mysterious beings appear all around us. Thank you for joining us on this journey of exploration and discovery of the lives of these living meat creatures.
All right, I saw another video, or the next video, so let's get into that one. All right, guys. I did not find that little ball-looking documentary, but I did find meat snake specimen archived footage, and it's about a meat snake. So let's just hop into it, I guess. was a long intro. Yep. Luckily, this is authorized viewing.
In the year of 1945, with the war finally ended,
Oh, isn't this like? Oh yeah, this is the meat snake. So, internal discovery, 1945. Blank. Must be a war. All right. This is the meat snake. 30, however meters long that is. So what I'm looking at is Camp 1, probably where soldiers are stationed. Meat snake head and a tail. Yep, whatever this is. Maybe a base? I'm not sure. Let's just get into it
the
again.
cleanup process had started. During routine sweep of an underground train tunnel, the cleanup crew made a grotesque discovery. Found completely filling the tunnel
Jeez.
was a meaty
It's a
wall,
big
and
fat
in the
meat snake.
center of the mass was an opening with several skulls surrounding it. Closer inspection of the blockage
Oh
revealed that
yeah,
the mass was
it's because they like changed their heads out, I believe, for the whatever they just ate.
actually an extremely engorged meat snake. Its impeccable size had blocked off the entirety of the tunnel's path. There was many strange things with this creature. First was
Oh,
the
look at that.
coloration.
That's
A
sick.
typical meat
Like
snake's color is
teeth.
bright reds and light browns. This particular meat snake was a very deep maroon. Another strange
Ooh.
thing about it was its behavior. This creature barely moved. Meat snakes are normally sluggish and encumbersome, but the specimen discovered seemed to lack even basic motor functions.
Kind of looks like a
Its
tardigrade.
behavior was that of a plant's. Stationary, with only minor movements within. One would assume it was dead. The reason the meat snake may act this way may be because it was completely lodged in place and minimized movements to conserve energy. But how would it have gotten this deep into the tunnel in the first place?
Before we continue on that, didn't it say it could like reproduce by splitting a part of it off? Couldn't it do it right here? And like, I don't know if it can command other meat snakes, but that'd be cool if it did, because then it could keep on growing in this like tunnel and have the other meat snakes bring it the food. That'd be like sick. That actually, yeah, that'd just be very sick.
By the looks of weathering, it had been in there for quite some time. So how did it get so large?
But
The answer was discovered by a different cleaning crew, who found the other end of the tunnel. They followed it until it met with the other end of the meat snake. Alongside it was a huge pile of
carcasses.
This meat snake's skin also displayed great amounts of resilience. It took several days of cutting to even obtain a sample. Here, you can see the clear difference between this meat snake specimen versus a normal.
Shows a great difference between regular meat snake, right? And the specimen found left. Ooh, maybe it was like growing skin. This kind of looks like a watermelon. This kind of looks like a, I don't know. Anyways,
Meat
it
snake's
might have been
membrane.
growing skin. I'm not sure.
Testing on the sample showed that it had great immunity to damage. It tolerated extreme freezing temperatures, extreme heat temperatures, and even high doses of radiation. It is a wonder how such durability can occur in an organic creature.
I wouldn't be
Another
surprised if they
strange
tried
phenomenon is
putting
the
a
smell off the
researcher
skin.
inside.
Normally, it would have a sour smell of rotting flesh. But the specimen displayed a rather pleasant smell, like that of cooking scrambled eggs. Meat
Ugh.
snake was later discovered to be missing by unknown survivors. How the meat snake grew in size was discovered to be
What's happening? Hold on. I can get this. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't like when creators do this. I'm gonna cut to when I can actually get it. Okay, I got it. What I thought it was a face, but it's actually those little snowman creatures from last time. I can read this. One of the critters built up the courage to meet the now awake stranger. They crawled to the prince's side and extended their hand in friendship. The prince reached back, and together they had formed the bond that will change their fate. Wait a second. You know how the pages said like 7 on the last one? This one displays 10. I think I might have missed some. Yeah. But this, I thought those were eyes and this was like a smile. I thought it was like a mimic. But let's get into the other video I saw as well. All right. Vita Carnis flavor enhancer commercial. Yep. This is very odd video.
Flavor, the most crucial component to enjoying a good meal. The way food tastes is what makes eating so pleasurable.
I don't know if that
But
spelled
what if you
anything.
could savor
Hope not,
every little
'cause
detail you could possibly want? That is why we, at Nutrier Co., have made it so that you may enjoy every single bite you
1990. I
take.
don't know why I call it. I don't know if it has to do
With our
with
product,
anything.
the Flavor Enhancer, you can extract every last morsel of taste from your plate. With overwhelming demand for this essential product, even since our start earlier this year, we have delivered what you wanted. Now introducing the Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Now packaged in a larger size and modified recipe, there is now even more savory goodness to go around. Since our debut in mid-1990, the Flavor Enhancer has shown to be a major hit, with our product flying off the shelves. The Flavor Enhancer Deluxe will allow us to satisfy your growing, tasting needs. Now allowing you to add even more enhancer to your dinner, making your food
That looks gross. I'm not really saying anything to talk about in this video, but I would not be surprised if this product was made right after the Vita Carnis has started. I don't know if the Vita Carnis started way back or like right next to the flavor enhancer company.
even better to enjoy.
What I'm trying to say is, I wonder if they're using the Vita Carnis as a flavor thing. You know, like those meat snakes, you could possibly chop them up and eat them.
The
I wonder if they're
Flavor
doing something
Enhancer
like
Deluxe,
that,
available
but
on
for
shelves
this.
now.
Enhancer below 60 Celsius.
Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
What was that about?
These larger serving sizes make dining even more pleasant, now allowing more generous
That
amounts of
does not
enhancer
look
at a
that
time.
pleasant. The soup
Flavor
does.
Enhancer Deluxe, now available in stores near you.
Why did you just redo it?
Nutrier Co. Experience true savor.
What is happening? Sound warning, by the way. Should have said that way before.
Make your taste buds pop with the new deluxe size. Make
Honestly,
tasting
mac and
even
cheese
more
looks
awesome.
terrible. It's yellow. Are the people disappearing? Hold up, I might have just made a big discovery. So the yellow looks like the spores from that one creature we just saw. I forgot the name. It's like the same color, the spore and the flavor enhancer. I'm wondering if the spores is the flavor enhancer, and that's why the people are like going away because they're attracted to the monster we just saw. I don't know if, it's just me talking, but could be true, could be not.
Spoil your kids with this essential part of every meal.
Oh no, not the kids too.
New Trier fruit.
Oh,
Flavor Enhancer Deluxe. Required for
why is it
all
getting more
meals.
robot?
No matter how small it seems, just a little more. It is crucial.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Hold on, I'm gonna be quiet for you.
It is crucial to everyday eating.
Okay, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I heard like a silent voice. Don't know if it's over here.
A little more.
Right there, just a little more. I wonder if that monster can communicate after you've eaten the spores. Because like they're begging you to eat more spores, possibly make the effects go faster so you can like be killed right away. I
It's
think
crucial
my
to
theory is
everyday
correct.
eating.
You need the flavor enhancer to enjoy eating. You need the flavor
Sounds like a bomb.
You need it. You must. You must.
Oh, jeez. I was gonna turn down the volume, but it's too late. I think that's all. Okay, there was something. Something. Alright, I'm gonna cut to when I actually get it. Okay, it looks like I definitely missed more pages. Prince gathered what he could and then set onward. Once the prince returns home, they will come back to the island and return to the critters. Jeez. Whoa, look at that. It's like a triangle, just like the brand. I wonder if this might be the CEO. And possibly these critters could be consuming the spores on everything, and then he takes the idea back home. I'm not sure if that sounds like a theory, but it sure does. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you guys have any theories, I'd love to know them because, like I said earlier, very confusing series. But anyway, guys, bye.